What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Crashlands. Good news, I got the battery. So I fished for about 10 minutes afterwards, and if I had any advice for you on how to fish out the battery faster, it would be to find one of the shrines that gives you fishing power. I found a shrine that gave me fishing power, and then I just tried to fish as many times as possible during, I think, the 2 or 3 minutes that it gives you to fish, and I ended up getting it right near the end of the duration. Oh man, that fat fish is way over there. How am I supposed to get him? He popped out on the wrong side. Huh. I should probably make some more platforms for myself. This problem has come up a number of times. It's happened enough times now to where I'm just like, maybe I should carry around more platforms with me. Before we go anywhere else, you gotta have them tall shoes. If you ain't got the tall shoes, how you gonna rock in the 70s? I think early 70s anyways. Were platform shoes? Yeah, like early 70s was like Kiss, right? Early 70s, mid 70s in there. Late 60s, probably early 70s though. Whatever. I don't know stuff about things. We've got bones along with us. I feel like I need to make floors that are just like floors made out of things that I wouldn't otherwise use. And so actually, I think the bone floors might work pretty well. It's really, really rare that I end up using wampet leather for just about anything. So I'm just going to go for it. And we'll just carry those floors around with us while we're out and about, so that if we need to get across any gaps, we can make that happen. Ooh, we got some harvesting to do over here too. That is deeply pleasing. I can definitely feel a warm feeling, and it's growing. Let's start. It's funny that I planted those because I don't think I can farm them yet. Man, Hugo messing with my farming operation. Dick. Let's continue chopping down these odd bulbous trees, these weird tater trees we got along the way. I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles on the side, and what is it with people abusing Tatsu in that game? Dude, what did Tatsu ever do to anybody? Tatsu's dope. I'm down with Tatsu, and yet everybody's hella mean to him all the time. Like, dude, I've been playing Xenoblade, and every, like, 4 seconds, somebody's going off on Tatsu. I'm like, all he wants to do is dance and hang out, and you guys keep threatening him with cannibalism. Making humanity look kind of dickish right now, I'm just saying. He's the first alien species we've ever found, and then you're gonna constantly threaten to eat him and make fun of him. It's not cool, G. It's not cool. I'll probably stick to planting squee seeds in here because we need the wood very, very, very badly. The squee wood is the next material up from the tier that we were already in, and I've found that we've been going through it pretty quickly while we're in here. Got my 50 floors, so that should be great. I would like to expand the house a little bit and maybe make it look a little bit nicer. Haven't had the opportunity to do it just yet, but I'm hoping at some point we will. We've got the perfect amount of stuff right now in order to make the fishimini. So let's make the fishimini. We might be able to leapfrog a tier here. I don't think that we've got a squee seed bomb. Take your squee gardening to the next level. 125% of your DPS. You know the landmines, though, that you fish out of the water, or the sea mines, or whatever, the depth charges, they do 300%, which I think makes them a much more satisfactory weapon. I think we got an okay helmet, so if we can make an okay chest piece, some okay arms, and some okay legs, I think things would be pretty well and fine for us. But if we can just skip a tier, that works for me too. Why worry? It looks like it's smiling. It looks so happy right now. It looks pleased with itself. I like it when things are pleased with themselves. Let's place the fishimini first. And after placing said fishimini, I'm going to take a look at what's on the next tier. It looks like it's actually stuff that we don't have. Oh, so there's sea rope. Okay. And then what is this right here? That's made out of ball snails and those little blue things. Actually, we might be able to do this. This isn't looking too unlikely. We can make a pearl scale sword. There's the flamethrower right there. There's nothing quite like the smell of burning in any time of day or night. Yeah, the pearl gloves. I think we can probably just skip a layer here. That'd be pretty cool. And we can actually get tartils as pets as well. Looks like there's a couple of legendaries on this tier too. So what do I need? I need 2 of those. I should probably actually make the pearl chest piece. Would probably be the smartest thing to do, because that would make it so that we've already upgraded our helmet. It's of a higher tier than some of the other stuff that we have, so it might be a smart plan. What kind of weapon can we make? A pearl scale, we need 3 of those. The sword is super useful. The sword is all around useful, so maybe we should do the sword. I haven't seen a new pickaxe anywhere either. I wonder when we're going to get a new pickaxe. I'm wondering if I've missed it or not. However, there is the chance that we make the sword and we get a shitty sword out, and it's worse than the previous thing that we had. It's either the chest piece or the sword, in my opinion. Although we can make the gloves pretty easily. It's everything else that we're a tad limited on. Yeah. We'll make the sword, and then we'll make the chest, because I think we'll still have enough. So there we go. That'll be perfect. And when this pops on out, everybody hope we get a good color out of it. Everybody knows that we're looking for that grape flavor on this sword. That's what we really, really want. I mean, I would also settle for orange flavor, but grape flavor sounds good to me. That is my favorite type of Swisher. The strawberry ones are alright. I don't like the peach ones hardly at all. And then I like the normal ones too. Ah, shit. That sucks. That's nowhere near as... Yeah, I'm just going to keep what we have. That was not a satisfactory roll. Let's keep that going. This is what? I think you get petrified amber from Tartils. Yeah, I gotta murder some more Tartils. Then we gotta go up to the... Actually, we gotta talk to Grandmammy first, because she was the one that wanted the battery. After we talk to Grandmammy, then we'll go up and we'll farm some Tartils to see if we can get ourselves into a full set of armor. I'll probably farm 50, 60 pieces of amber, either on or off camera. It doesn't matter. I've gotten pretty lucky lately where farming off camera has usually been pretty quick. Hasn't been too bad. There we go. That's better. We got that blueberry chest piece. Blueberry chest piece forever. We get electric resist. We lose our berserk chance, but we lose our... That's not too bad. Whatever. Not that upset about it. God, our character looks like a Skittle bag exploded orgasmically all over our person. I think we should probably go up to Grandmammy's house. Let's go speak with Grandmammy briefly. And I think I teleported to the wrong spot. So you know what? We do a do-over. Hopefully it's not too power intensive. Hopefully we're not threatening to implode the galaxy every time we do that shit. Grandmammy, we caught a batterfish. We got a batterfish. Just a huge batterfish.
Batterfish, never seen one of them, but I got something else on my mind. If we're able to take down this bloated head atrocity and do right by Burl, well, I reckon you two will be of great help. Just never thought I'd have to come out of retirement, but vengeance doesn't believe in retirement.
Retirement?
Boys, it's time to go to war.
Whoa!
What? Meet my old quadruped war pals. This here's Brick-a-Brack, lead command.
Delighted to meet you.
And Flack here is our resident detonation expert. She's a bit fiery.
With a little creativity, everything is a bit fiery.
And Jack is our master spy. He'll know what you did before you even did it to do it.
My tentacles are everywhere, listening, waiting.
Last Macalac, resident field medic.
You look a bit purple. This is great, Grandmammy, but I'm just a shipping shipper from the Bureau of Shipping.
I seen your moves round them glidopie and other critters. You got yourself a mighty battle Mac, and Hugo likely won't give you a choice. Now you gathering parts for some sort of communication device, right?
Yes, and we still need a dish, but really, I'm just doing this all to finish my deliveries, Grandmammy.
Well, I'll tell you what. Help us steal Hugo's supply caches, and I'll find you a dish maker. We'll make Hugo pay for my little Burl.
But we bore Burl's roots.
That you did, and for that I am truly grateful. But this is war, and I need your help. Jack will update your map with the rough coordinates of the cache. When you get those supplies, come back and talk to me.
I've got something sneaky that I need your help with, Stiff Limbs. If you think you can be discreet, we might be able to get a jump on Hugo. Not sure how this will help us build our comm device and talk to the Bureau. Don't be so thick, robot. If Hugo moves his plans forward, it's unlikely you'll ever make that delivery. He's got a point, Juicebox. What do you know, Jack? We know that Hugo is holding an old Tensram who might have sensitive information. No doubt he'll be interrogated soon. So we break in and break the old guy out. Be more strategic with your thoughts, Flux. We're not entirely sure what Hugo is up to. If you could eavesdrop on that conversation and learn what Hugo's looking for, then we might be able to throw roadblocks more effectively. The Tensram is being held far southwest of Graham's laboratory. Sneak over at night and find out what Hugo wants, then report back.
Hugo Zuko is bringing quite the arsenal with him. If you want the hope of surviving out there, you'll need more healing powers.
I have hopes of living. Flux, we want to live, right? Tell her we want to live. Being alive is nice. Have any effective methods for keeping us that way?
Potions. And not just any potions. Stone-sealed, fat-headed slurper juice potions. See, the fatheads, if you twist them just right, produce a regenerative mucus. Put that slime in a jar and boom, healed. Only problem is, debris from that sip of yours has been polluting the water. Until it's cleared up, those fatheads won't produce mucus.
It is somewhat radioactive.
I noticed. Fish out 3 of those radioactive chunks of debris and return them to me. I'll teach you the proper potions. You, with the solid limbs.
Me?
Flux, is it? I have an idea for a bomb, and I need you to fetch some ingredients for me.
Only if we get a piece of that bomb action, Flack.
I am nothing if not explosively generous. You've seen the gastric plants, right? They occasionally produce a super volatile sac. Bring me 5 of those to mess with, and we'll have some fun. Let me grope those sacs. Yes. We can recreate the volatility of these sacs using squee barrels, bypassing this rare resource entirely. Boom! Ha! Literally. Before we go into full production, you should take these out for a spin. Flack, we've received word that our agents in the Northwest have been ambushed by enraged wampus. Wish for something to explode, and the universe provides. Ha! Flux, head northwest until you see our wampus-covered friend. Take those furry pogo sticks out with his firecrackers and report back.
For science?
For science!
Off we go then. They said it was for science, so you know we're definitely up to good. That is the opposite of being up to no good. We should probably blow up some tartils or something while we're out here too. It's called the explosives lab, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and break down some stone real quick, because I do need flat stone. And even if we don't need the flat stone, I'd like to build my house out of more suitable materials, and stone seems safe. Seems like a pretty cool idea. Started speaking of stone buildings. I started playing Stoneheart this week. I like it, except for the fact that my custom buildings never complete. The pre-built ones, they seem to be okay with, but every time I make a custom building, they build like half of it, and then they just stop. And I have all the resources that they need in order to build it. I think they're running into some like AI deficiency or something. I don't know. I like the game though. It's a pretty fun little builder. It's weird to me, no matter how many like Dwarf Fortress wannabe games that I play, I still enjoy them like over and over and over again. It's like the same thing. The problem is that I don't really want to play Dwarf Fortress because it's too complicated and it just takes too much effort. I was into it for a little while. I wasted an entire summer playing Dwarf Fortress like a long time ago. A friend of mine on EverQuest 2 mentioned it to me one time. He told me to read it was when Boat Murder first came out. He was like, you should read about boat murder. And I was like, okay, I will read about boat murder. And I was like, this game sounds fascinating, and where do I get it from? And so I downloaded it and I played it for about 3 months straight, and I haven't played it since. It's been a long time since I've indulged. I'm aware that they have like lazy noob packs and stuff now, just in case you feel like you... I think I just ate a hit right there. Not lining up the way that I want them to. God, there's so many. Is it just me, or is like it more dense around here lately with enemies? I don't know, I feel like the enemies are more aggressive or something. Like I pissed them off, like I farted on their grandma or something like that. I don't know. I like how I can just smack my robot as much as I want, nobody cares. But not the glutterfly. You gotta leave the glutterfly. So I needed to go in here and get some bombs, because I found some bad guys to use them on. The firecracker. These wampus down here look like you could perfectly get by just hitting them with stuff. Oh, that didn't do anything. That, like, barely lit them on fire. Ooh. Oh, the damage gets higher over time.
You should throw those from slightly further away from the rescuee next time, you maniac. Good thing I've got this defensive bubble technique down. Reckless-ass humans.
Someone's got a lack of appreciation. He does look a little crispy, but hey, let's tell Flack how well these worked. I do like calamari. Calamari's delicious. It's not an acquired taste either. It's just always delicious. I'll eat calamari all day long. I'll eat it fried, boiled, deep fried, stir fried, doesn't matter. We could really get like a Bubba Gump, just like shrimp tacos, shrimp burgers, scrimps and burritos. They just go on forever doing the same thing over and over and over again. It would get the same point across, though. Got squee barrels, we got squee husk. The thing we need to focus on is tartils. So, let's go find some tartillas in order to get ourselves some of those orange thingies. Because I feel like unless I focus on upgrading my gear, I'm not going to upgrade it. Where's a tar pit at? Perfect, kind of. Almost. Ow. Oh no. They're shooting lightning at me again, which is a tiny bit concerning. Ah! Wow. Don't cross the beams, I guess. I just got vaporized. That seemed mildly painful, but only for a second. Luckily, recovery is not hard to do in this game, especially when you die 3 inches from the place that you died previously. Yeah, I think there's a bit too much aggro in this game. I feel like I grind way too many mobs in this game. I really do. I kill so many more mobs than I ever intended to. And it's just because they aggro you while you're doing other stuff. And then while you're fighting them, doing all the little evasive moves, they spawn even more of them. Here, Tartil, give me your ambers. There's an amber alert out on that ass. I hate to tell you, but I will be the one collecting on it. A little bit of straddle bark right there. I'm not totally sure what that's used for yet, but it seems like a rare resource. So cataloging it and getting a good supply of it now might be a better plan than waiting till later and then trying to adapt and get more at a moment's notice. Got a bunch more gassic stuff up. I know I'm going to need those little orange things too. I think it was to evolve... I need the orange things to maybe evolve the Wampet one more time. Not 100 on that, though. That's more of a maybe. My nose just got super itchy, sorry. I had to go in on that nose. That nose needed to be dealt with. It was far too itchy to be left alone. Like, man. Every now and again, you just get one of those violent itches where it just itches so much that you need to stop what you're doing right this second and work on that itch. It doesn't matter if you're a carpenter, a mason, a roofer, a doctor. When you get one of those itches, everybody's sitting there just like, yeah, trying to get it. That's cool. I wonder if the timer works internally or if it works based on your PC clock. I wouldn't fiddle around with your PC clock too much. It can cause some weird anomalies. I'm not trying to give you... I think there was a better tar pit down here. Yeah, like over on this side, I think this might be a better place for us to get some more tartil flesh. Ah, there it is. Tartils, burn for me. I give you... Oh, my mouse is not working. What is going on right now? Oh, dude, my mouse just crapped out on me. This might not work out. Wow, that bomb's actually pretty effective once it gets moving. It just takes time. It just takes some time to burn up bad guys because I need that amber. Alright, so there's a little bit more amber. We don't have a lot of it, though. And a lot of it is what we need. So I'm going to kill a bunch of tartils for about 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know. We should be able to kill plenty of them without causing too many problems. Bubbles in there. Huh. Let me mess with my mouse, too. Sorry about that, everybody. There was apparently a big wad of cat fur stuck in the little laser eye of my mouse. Have an odd situation. I spent a couple minutes farming tartils because I didn't want to bore you guys with it. It is what it is. Sometimes you gotta farm a tartil, and then sometimes you don't. I gotta kill a couple more because now we need the tongues, but I figured I'd bring it back in before I got too much done off camera. We actually got a blue item drop as well that we learned how to craft. It's called a radioactive barrel or something. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be doing with said radioactive barrel, but it appears to be... Oh shit, that's not good. There are a lot of these little pricks, aren't there? Alright, let's set them on fire. I'm coming around to the firebomb. I like it a lot more than I thought I would have. It just takes time to get going. I think the burns get worse and worse and worse as time goes along, and so that final hit for the 300 damage or whatever is like, damn! It is an enjoyable... What is that? A what egg? Oh, dude, I got one! I got one of the little bat guys. That's pretty cool. Sweet. So maybe we'll have a what by the end of the episode, too. What will we have? A what? That's kind of like, what's your favorite band? Who? The Who? Ah, whatever. It's the same old joke. You could run the same line. Who's on first and all that. Did we just get a turtle egg too? Oh my god. We are so lucky today. What I need is turtle tongues, though. Turtle tongues. Those are what I'm after. The turtle egg is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to seem ungrateful. But the turtle tongue is what I desire with a much, much greater sense of greed and urgency. Because that's what allows me to make more armor for myself. And you need a lot of them. You need like 3 or 4 for every piece of armor that you spit out. I'm actually going to throw some fire on you. And that should tick down a lot of them and make my life a little easier as well. We also got what looks like the Pearl Scale Anchor. I have no idea what that'll help us with. It might just be a decoration. It seems probable, as a large majority of most of the stuff I loot off of mobs in this game seem to be for decorative purposes, so whatever. More squee barrels would be great as well, because I want to make some more of these fire bombs. I may actually lean really, really heavily on these fire bombs as we get further and further into the game. A little bit more right there. We got the Squacoon. Got another big lake up here. It's almost entirely oil. Tar, whatever you want to call it. And tar tills are the thing that we're leaning towards, so... should be fine. As long as we don't give the Tartil Pappy too much room to play with. And I would love to chain stun him to death. If we could make that happen, it would be the best. This dodginess is all kinds of terrifying to me. No turtle tongues from right there either. Killed about 50 or 60 of them now, like seriously, and I've got like no turtle tongues. They may need to bring the drop rate up on those slightly, just because it's a single player game. And so when playing a single player game, I don't expect it to be easy, but I only expect to really farm in like MMOs. Like I figure if you spend a good 30 minutes or so farming something out, ain't not there's one. Oh, we got 6 of them. Okay, well maybe my numbers are off. Maybe I'm just an idiot and wasn't paying attention. Never mind, developers, you're the best. I'm stupid. It's okay. I can admit it. I am not a man without flaws. Show me a man without flaws, and I'll show you somebody with really, really good PR. I ain't trust a man that ain't got no problems. Everybody's got an issue. Anger. Hookers. Meh. Rotary clubs. Everybody's got an addiction. Probably make some more healing potions while we're in here too. This should be enough to get going with the next aspect of our crafting. So let's go ahead and see if we can't finish off the remainder of our armor. The next little bit, I don't know where I teleported to right there because I don't think I in good conscience clicked on anything. Oh, we're a Marlipole. Okay. That's cool. That's close enough to home. I can make it work. Basically, I don't feel like we're up to snuff right now. We're taking a lot of damage from some of these mobs, and I think it would make our lives a lot easier if I have the next upgraded gear. We have Tartil Tongues. We haven't done the helmet yet. We haven't done that, so let's make 2 of these little guys. Ba-bow. Let's just make 6 of them. How about that? That'll get us moving. So I unlocked this thing over here. The barrel is just big enough to impress a Tartil of any size. Use it to impress your Tartil. Okay, and so we need some bones in order to get the Tartil incubator. As far as the Watt is concerned, do I even have the Watt egg yet? I don't think I have the Watt egg yet. Or the Watt egg, or whatever. The Watt egg's probably in the next part. And what is this? It might be build unless you have a cruise ship in your possession. Yeah, it's furniture, so not that big of a deal. With the flamethrowers, that must just be another object that's kind of like... I think it must be another object that's kind of like our wrench that we throw, where it just allows us to make a fire AoE, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that'll be pretty cool. Let's make these guys right here. These guys right here. And hopefully we get good rolls. I can't guarantee that good things are going to happen here when we try and craft these. You win some and you lose some. Hopefully we decide to win right now. Either way, though, we're just about at the end of the episode. I'm going to let these craft. We'll fantasize and drool over them. Then we'll go to the next episode, and I will see you all when we begin again. Okay, so we got some blue gloves right there. Not bad. 137 health. A little bit of berserk. A little bit of fire chance. I think the added health... Let's move up. I think it's a wise idea. It'll give us a lot of extra health, so... We got normal pants. That's unfortunate because the pants are a little bit more expensive. However, on a related note, our old pants suck too, so who cares? Let's try again with the weapon and see if we get a good one out. We can also harvest things, so we can salvage them if we need to get the parts back, but I don't know. We don't have that many things to harvest, so I don't think we'll get that many parts back. That's why I haven't used it as a main strategy just yet. Ah! Nope. Another crappy sword that we can't use. Alright, my name is Splattercat. I will see you all later. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode. Crashlands. Bye, everybody.